There are so many different ways you can learn new vocabulary words for your IELTS speaking exam. But there's one thing these videos miss is how exactly do you remember all these words in real life discussions like the IELTS speaking exam? I mean, especially when you don't know what question you will be asked on exam day. I've actually sat with over 100 students who have scored a band 8 and higher in the IELTS speaking exam, and here are their exact secrets to learning vocabulary words for the IELTS speaking part 1 section and how exactly sounded fluent. So I'm curious, how exactly do you learn new vocabulary words while preparing for your IELTS speaking exam? Are you more of someone who tries to memorize a list of new vocabulary words hoping to magically remember them for exam day? Or are you someone who listens to podcasts and watches YouTube videos and actually makes the effort to write out every single word that isn't familiar to you? Or perhaps you're the type of student who waits until the last minute, which is the night before your exam, to learn new vocabulary words, and you just feel anxious because you've been up all night on exam day because you were up till 4 a.m. studying. So in today's video, we're actually going to uncover the fastest and easiest way you can learn new vocabulary words for your IELTS speaking test, so you can learn how to speak naturally and fluent throughout your exam. So step 1 is learning by doing. So you need to start reading. Pick up any book, newspaper, or any magazine in the English language. When you spot a new word, I want you to make an effort to actually look up the word in the dictionary so you figure out what it means and how exactly to use it in a sentence. And in addition to step 1, I want you to start watching your favorite TV shows in English, and when you hear a new word, I want you to practice saying it out loud. Pause the show and actually write the word down and practice it in a sentence so you are able to remember it in your long-term memory. And guys, I know you hear this often, but try to practice with a friend or a family member and practice these new words you learned in a conversation and see how exactly they fit. And not only that, ask for feedback. Ask if you're actually using these words in the right context. And step 2 is practice makes perfect. Remember to practice these words out loud, and actually I want you to practice in front of a mirror. Practicing in front of a mirror is a great way to build confidence in saying these words, pronouncing these words, and saying them in sentences, so that way you are able to know how exactly to improve or how exactly you're doing. And next, I want you to practice by recording yourself on the phone. So I know this is a bit awkward, but this is a great way, guys. See exactly if you have any awkward pauses or anything, so that way you are able to give yourself feedback and actually improve in these particular areas. And step 3 is to review. I want you to use flashcards, and literally I want you to write out the word on one side, and then the next side I want you to write the definition. So every single word you learn, you are able to do this, so then you could actually practice the word through the flashcards, and maybe you could involve your spouse or a classmate so you are able to regularly review these new words you used, and you are able to improve in your English daily. And next is I want you to set a routine, guys. Every day for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever works. I wouldn't go more than 20 minutes, so you are able to show up every day at 9 p.m. for example, whatever works for you, and you are able to practice these new words you learned, so you are able to see a drastic, meaning a very sudden improvement in your English. And step 4, guys, the fourth step is I want you to role play between you and your classmate or your friend. I want one of you guys to be the examiner, one of you guys to be the student, and role play. I want him to ask you questions about different scenarios. And also another great way is ask challenging questions and see if you could come up with a story for that particular question, because remember, the IELTS exam, you can actually lie on your answers, guys. Do not tell the examiner I said this, but if this is going to score you a high band, then go ahead and lie. Give the answer that's going to get you a high mark. So guys, these were my tips for today. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and inshallah if you did, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you need more help, then check out this video over here, and I'll see you there. Assalamu alaikum.